Full spectrum, broad spectrum, isolate. What's the difference? If you've been curious about these words on the front of the CBD products you're looking to purchase, stay tuned for the entire video. When we started our CBD company a couple of years ago, we found that people were really hesitant about trying CBD oil or products from the hemp plant, especially when they learned that hemp was from the cannabis plant family. Some people worried about the effects of hemp and that it might be too much like the effects you would get from the marijuana plant. That's why it's really important for you to know that hemp plants are not produced with enough THC to cause a high feel. This gives people comfort in knowing, and they're satisfied with understanding that full spectrum CBD oil contains no more than 0.3 THC or less in most cases. Other people still prefer to avoid the cannabinoid THC altogether. This is why I'm making it a priority to bring awareness to our community about the different types of hemp-derived CBD products that are out on the market. This way, you're making an educated CBD purchase. Let's start with full spectrum hemp extract. It contains no more than 0.3% THC. You get the entourage effect of having everything from the hemp plant that is beneficial. And it contains all the naturally occurring cannabinoids, terpenes, plant compounds, which work together to enhance health and wellness benefits. When we talk broad spectrum, all but trace amounts of THC have been removed, okay, from the full spectrum extract. You can still get the entourage effect of all the compounds in the plant, but it's minus the THC. And lastly, we have isolate. So isolate is 0% THC, and it is CBD in its purest form. So all of the molecules, except for CBD, are removed. They're removed from the hemp plant extract, leaving behind the highest purity in CBD with 0% THC. Now you're probably wondering which spectrum is right for me. Well, you have a decision to make when you're choosing your first CBD product, right? So you have a multitude of options, and as you browse through these endless possibilities of options from edibles to tinctures, we know you want to feel comfortable and confident when making your first CBD purchase. You also deserve to have enough reliable information to make an informed purchase as well. Understanding the basics when it comes to spectrums in a product and the product's potency is a really good place to start. Some first-time CBD users prefer to stick with a CBD capsule or gummy. These products that give a consistent pre-measured serving of CBD every time. Now me, I always recommend starting with a tincture, especially if you're looking to find your ideal amount or your sweet spot or serving size to fit your needs. As you browse through your options of CBD oils, you'll find that most of your CBD tinctures are 30 milliliter bottles and will be available in different strengths and sometimes different flavors. Keep in mind, it's not like buying your run-of-the-mill health and wellness aid. The price is not based on the size of the item or the cost per fluid ounce. It's really based on the amount of CBD that's in each bottle, not necessarily how many ounces of liquid the bottle holds. On most bottles of CBD, you'll find a serving size that's suggested for you to start with. When using a CBD tincture, it gives you the most flexibility to be able to determine the smallest amount of CBD you need to get the desired effect you're hoping for. You can do this by starting with a small amount of CBD and increasing your serving size gradually until you achieve your desired result. It's hard for us to say how much will give you the effect that you want because everyone is different. Not everyone is going to take the same amount. Because everyone is different on how long it takes to get your desired result and where to start, you would just need to try it for yourself. But it usually takes about 2 weeks of consistent use to really find your sweet spot. Most tincture bottles are 30 milliliters. Each bottle usually says the serving size is 1 dropper full, which is about 1 milliliter. Each dropper or pipette full holds about 20 drops. For instance, with a 500 milligram tincture bottle of CBD, you're getting approximately 17 milligrams of CBD in each pipette. That gives you about 0.83 milligrams or 0.83 milligrams of CBD per drop. Let's assume your ideal serving size is 30 milligrams a day. You'll need a little less than 2 dropperfuls of a 500 milligram full spectrum CBD tincture. Because remember, a whole pipette full is about 17 milligrams. If you need 30, it would be a little less than 2 of those pipettes. Let's look at the 1,000 milligram CBD bottle, for instance. You have a 30 milliliter bottle that contains 1,000 milligrams of CBD. That's approximately 33 milligrams per dropper or pipette, which is 33 milligrams in 1 milliliter of that bottle. Each drop of a 1,000 milligram, 30 milliliter bottle of CBD oil is going to be about 1.67 milligrams per drop. So if your ideal serving is 30 milligrams per day, you're going to need 1 milliliter or 1 pipette full of 1,000 milligram tincture. Or get the same results with 2 pipette fulls of a 500 milligram tincture. In my opinion, a CBD tincture makes your CBD discovery a whole lot easier because you're able to gauge and judge what you need to get your desired result. You also have the option of starting very low, like with a 4-foot dropper. You don't have to take the whole pipette. You can start where you want to. And I always recommend you documenting what you're taking, when you took it, how much you took it, and how it made you feel. When you start low, you can work your way up. Say you start from 1/4 of a pipette, and then you can take it up a notch until you reach your desired result. After you find your sweet spot, that's when I recommend that you can try something with a fixed amount, like a gummy, a capsule, or some other type of edible option. Now, if you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our channel. And until next time, be well.